Good morning. I think this is going to be about video number 5. Today I'm going to put the motor back down in the car. But first I've got a few things I've got to do. I got a couple riv nuts that I need to put in. I ran out when I built the lower cross member, so I've got to stick 2 more of these in. I got to put manifold bolts on. And check my gaskets, make sure I got new gaskets on them. And then it's going back in the car. When I built this cross member, I only had enough riv nuts for 3 holes on each side, and I drilled it for 4, so I had to order some more. You just put your riv nut on the end of your, I guess it'd be riv nut pliers, and pull it back out of there. Try to squeeze it together. Kind of hard for me to do today. Got one on each side to do. So I've got new gaskets behind here already. This was just temporarily bolted up with a couple bolts on each side. I've got a big goop of anti-seize here on this scrap pad, and every one of my new exhaust bolts are going to get some anti-seize put on them. Properly torqued. And it's ready to go back in. Here's a little trick that my nephew showed me to do for your oil sending unit. Instead of buying an adapter, just drill this one out. It calls for a R drill bit or 21/64, and you just drill it out, then tap it with an 1/8" pipe tap right in the center, and now your oil pressure gauge will screw right into it. Didn't cost a dime. There it is installed. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the water pump on. Put some joint compound on the threads of the bolts. Some of them go into water jackets. I've got a couple of them already stuck through the top. That'll help line it up. Don't tighten them all the way up till you get them all started. I've got a few more things done to it. Bolted on a water pump. Bolted on some coil brackets. Put my radiator back in, the intercooler back in. Bolted the turbo back on. Now, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. I forgot to beat this part of this inner fender in, and it is super tight. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do right there yet. Probably just hit it with a hammer. But now I've got to connect those 2 together. That'll be the next project.